All right. So what I wanted to do here is just give a quick little sleeve about both D2L and then the syllabus such as it is. So here we go. So the deal is, especially if you're new, because some of you could be new to Hennepin Tech or basically D2L. There's a link. I can't actually remember where it actually is off the main page. I'm sure it's actually around here. Let me just do a quick peek here. If I was a student, what I'd probably do is I'd go to current students and go to D2L Brightspace, and there you go, right? So then you kind of sign in with your star ID, which of course I'm showing you, which I'm sure is a bad move, but at least you won't be able to guess the password. And even the password will be changing in a few minutes anyway. Oh, actually, maybe it's changed now. Let's have a look. Can't hope for the, yeah, there it is. I know I'm going to have to change the password fairly soon. All right, so once you're in, you're gonna, want to basically go down to fall. Now, what I think for normal students, it does show up here too as well. Classes that are pinned or not pinned or whatever. But anyway, you can just come down, click on that link, and then congratulations, you're now basically into D2L. Now, what I'm going to do is I have an option where I can look like you as a student. So now I'm going to basically, this is going to be the way it's going to look when you come in. Now, just so you know, I am a late addition to this, so I haven't fully built out this course. There's a lot of stuff that's actually in there. It's hidden right now as I try to get it ready. Last time I went through this in asynchronous online, COVID had effectively just started. We just shifted everything over. And so I'd like to give you a slightly better presentation of material than I did back then. So I'm kind of going through renovating some videos, as this is an example of that. I'm renovating some videos and just make it a little bit better, right? So here's the announcements. Typically, what happens with the announcements is I'll usually email them out and then I'll post them up here. And then obviously I would encourage you to read the announcements. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll have hyperlinks. So actually, I don't want to get too far from D2L. I'll come back to that in a minute. Then the other area you're going to want to know about is the content section. The content section, yes, it doesn't look like there's anything here, but there's a lot of stuff here, even in the start here. So you're going to want to basically go down, look at these various links, see what's going on. This is actually an assignment, which I'll talk about in a couple seconds. There is a communication to this where there is discussions. I did put an introduction in here as well. What's the difference between this introduction and the previous introduction? This one is available for all students to see. The other one is really just me seeing. So when you see this assignment, which I guess I'll show in a couple minutes, that's me asking you to basically send me your introduction. This is introductions to everybody. And I think, honestly, especially in an asynchronous online course, it's a good deal for you guys to introduce yourselves to each other. All right, in the assignment section, or assessment section, I should say, here is where you can look at, well, first of all, of course, you're all going to be grade people. So just so you know, there's your grades. This is sort of a hint as to what's coming up, but be ready because I probably will be changing the names and all sorts of goofy stuff here for what's going on with the assignments. But anyway, that's your grades. Where you actually get the assignment is in the assignment section. In the assignment sections, we've got the introduce yourself, which has not been submitted. And then this guy, the Hello World program, which hasn't actually even been opened yet. Probably by the time you see this, they'll both be active links. And then what you can do is you can click on the actual assignment. And what I tried to do is again, give you hyperlinks and stuff where you can basically go in, do the actual introduction. So let me just click on this for a second. If I click on this, there's the actual thing, right, with the assignment, which you can fill out. And then what I would do is I would go back. Oh, man, I already lost myself. So I was in the introduction, download the thing, fill it out, and then basically you upload it by adding it. And if you want, you can give me a nice little love note, or you can just let it go. I'll know who you are because it's attached to your name. So that's your assignments. When quizzes show up, you will see quizzes here, and that's probably about it for the kind of slightly more mundane stuff. Resources, none of this I don't think is going to be super applicable to you. What will be applicable to you is links. So in links, what I've tried to do is I've tried to basically put stuff together that that I would have liked if I was a student, right? So anyway, definitely, peruse as you see fit. Notice, periodically I'll be bringing up W3 schools. It's an awesome source to learn some stuff about Python and even try it out. There's a book, Python for Everyone. You'll see me periodically go through the Python Tutor Visualizer. This is kind of a neat way to go step by step through the programs. There's someone else who's actually got a whole course on Python, and then there's another person that's got a course on Python. So the deal is, what I'm trying to do is give you other ways to learn this besides watching my videos or hanging out in Sam's class or whatever. As far as the textbook goes, I will be going to the bookshelf here, and as will you, because it's basically where the book actually is. I don't entirely know how this works for a student, but apparently you can order the book here, I think. Anyway, if you got questions on that, let me know, and I can always forward them on to Sam. I'm, remember, adjunct, where Sam knows he's faculty dude. All right, what about this thing? Python Integrated Development Environment is what that is. And so here are some cool ways that, cool options for you to actually get Python yourself. I think I have a video about this, so I might save that for later. But there's definitely a couple ways. This one here is you downloading and installing it onto your desktop. This one here is running Python, which you can do for a reasonable while in the actual cloud itself without installing anything. You just run it through a browser. This one here is a much more sophisticated version of this. It's basically allowing you to run Python, interface with files, all that kind of jazz. And then this is another, I kind of like this guy, the Integrated Development Environment for Wing Python Integrated thing. I'm never, ever going to insist that you spend any more money than you already have on the course, right? So just so you know, of course, you don't have to have the Pro. I think you should probably go a little bit beyond the very simple interface. By the time you get finished with this course, you're probably going to want to be using that. Another one that's free too, by the way, which is pretty sophisticated, is PyCharm, right? And anyway, so there you go. I'm just trying to give you some stuff, and then I give you some stuff that you might want to think about after the course. So the links, I try to build them, trying to make them slightly more interesting to you as the course proceeds. All right, so back over to D2L for a second, back to the announcements. So the announcements, you'll notice I said to help you spare you from long email, I recorded a bunch of videos which are put into a playlist. My big plan is to put a lot of these videos out onto a playlist. Now, I think what I'm going to do, actually, if I was to copy that link address and move out to here, I'm going to a different browser so I can remember who I am. So this browser has no idea who I am. See, doesn't know who I am. The playlist is going to start appearing here. I actually have 59 videos already, but now I have to go through the painful process of going through each video and finding out which ones are salvageable, which ones just require a little bit of talking about, which ones are good as they are, and which ones I'm going to redo. Right? This is an example of a redo. So you'll start seeing videos start popping up here. You'll notice, I mean, right there, like there are already 59 videos and apparently a whole bunch of views. And I got to tell you, I haven't taught the class that long, so apparently a lot of people outside of this course have watched these videos, which is a little intimidating. I am, again, not meaning to be an influencer, at least not an influencer for this. So anyway, that's my plan, is to basically run everything, give you guys videos here, and the video is going to be what you would encounter if we were in class together. So they're not fancy, Peter Jackson type videos, but they are basically, I'm trying to give you the experience of what it'd be like if we were actually in a class together. So that's one. And then the other thing I'll be doing when I give these little introductions is there'll be links that go directly to the assignment. So I can click on this, and this basically brings me the Introduce Yourself assignment. If I go back and click on this, it's the Hello World assignment, which doesn't work. So I'll make sure that's fixed before you guys look at it. And then another thing I got going on is the Discord. So if I click on Discord, that should give you a link that invites you to the Discord server. Now, the deal is what I'm going to try and do is have Discord up and running when I'm working from home. I am a corporate dude. I work a lot of times out of the office. When I work out of the office, I'm not sure. I mean, I'll probably have Discord on my phone, but when I work from home, I've got Discord on a laptop right beside my work laptop. My work laptop's pretty locked down. So I'm more than happy to try and answer questions. Also, though, what's cool about this is that eventually what I like to imagine is you guys helping each other out in Discord as well, because that's how we do this in the corporate environment. So that's what that link's about. All right, and I think I've kind of done what I want to do. So I think, yeah, we're done with this one. I think the next, you know, I'll do it here. I'm gonna just do it here. Syllabus. Let's talk about the syllabus for a second. So here's the syllabus right there. And when you click on the syllabus, it's, you know, a standard thing. In fact, it's well, whatever. Okay, it's loading too. Here we go. Load. All right. You know, and when I give up, that's when I push the download button. See, whenever I do that, it just fills it in. So peruse the syllabus. It does have important information. It's kind of showing you what I'm bolding, what I'm trying to get you guys to think about more. This is the textbook, and I got a purchase link on there. You need to have a computer with internet access outside the class, obviously, because this thing's asynchronous, so you will have to have some way to access this. You already are, I imagine, if you're watching the videos. I don't know if this is still applicable, by the way. This is COVID-19. Apparently, it's some kind of laptop request. Maybe it was applicable now, don't know. Obviously, to be on time and attend, this is important. This is kind of important for you to understand. The programming assignments account for 60%. We're going to try and have a midterm that's at 20%, final at 20%. There's your grade. I don't think that this is even applicable anymore, the pass fail, but if you do wish that, then let me know before class. I'll see what I can do. Obviously, absence isn't as important, but the late, right? So one thing I just want you to be aware of with the whole thing about late is that I could really be really rigid about this and say that nothing will be accepted after the due date. Now, as I said in another video, I definitely have done a lot of time doing evening classes, and I appreciate that sometimes stuff happens and it gets tough to do, or maybe you have a technical outage or whatever. What I need you to do is I need you to talk to me about what's going on, and we can see what we can do. I will tell you that in this course, as all my courses, you will get what you put in, right? You will get what you put in. If you're always running late, or if you're not doing anything, if you're not watching the videos or whatever, you know, you'll get what you get. So what I would encourage you to do, especially for a fundamental class like this, is to apply yourself, really push not to be late. I think I put like a penalty on like a 10% or something, but you know, basically push yourself not to be late. And the other thing I'll say is that at a certain point, I think it's December 10th, I'm not accepting any content after December 10th because I've got to get the grades in. If you want to drop out early, there's a method for that. You can, yeah, just basically, you know, go into the registry section, look for that. As far as last day attendance, of course, there is no attendance, but what I do notice is that if people aren't assigning things or uploading assignments, I will basically take the last time you uploaded assignment or the last email you give me or something as the last day of contact. And if that ends up being a long time in the past, I have to drop you from the course. So definitely, again, just it's hard to do in a virtual environment, but keep talking to me, keep me in the loop, let me know what's going on. I want you to be successful. If you're going to email me, please email me with that subject line, right? You can email me at that email right there. So you can keep emailing me. Obviously, please don't expect immediate response because I'm a corporate person. But if I haven't said anything after, you know, after 24 hours or whatever, feel free to email me again. Say, hey, did you get that email? What's going on? Help me out. That kind of thing. Okay. Also, please put something reasonable in the subject line. Don't put something like, I have a question, or, you know, assignment help or whatever. Like, I want something specific. And then your emails really should have a, you know, hey, Grant, and then in the meat, like what's going on, and then a nice little, thanks kind of thing, right? I'm trying to get you guys to be a little bit more professional. But some of the stuff in the syllabus I haven't looked at for a long time because anyway, whatever is interesting. Yeah, feel free if you really want to torture your kids, have them watch it. All right, and I think that's all I wanted to say about the syllabus. One other thing I'll say about academic honesty, just for a second here. The thing about programming, a lot of times programming is you looking at someone else's stuff and changing it to do what you want it to do. That's a huge part of programming, which is of course not what we do academically, right? Academically, you typically, start from scratch and build something on your own. Now, what I think the problem is with students is that if you just take what your friend did and copy it and pretend it's yours, not only is it obviously ethically bad, but you will get booted in the rear end as you start to move further and further through the material, right? Not only in this course, but then if you go, for example, to the .NET class after this, and you still haven't learned what's in this class, it's going to be like trying to take calculus without knowing arithmetic, and you will not survive. And if you somehow magically cheat your way through that, then the next level, you're going to get blasted even more, and you're going to have wasted all that money. So I don't mind if you work with other people, but you need to understand and be able to replicate what that person actually did for your own benefit. Because one last thing I'll say, if you have cheated through all this and you somehow pop out with a GPA of 4 and you have no idea how to compile a program, you will last 10 seconds in the industry, and then you'll have wasted a lot of time, plus all that interview stuff. As a guy that hires people, we ask the technical questions, and you can't cheat your way through the technical questions. So academic honesty is not just an ethics thing. If you are completely unethical, I'm just going to tell you, it's a survival thing too. You will not last in an IT course or program if you are not academically ethical. All right, I think I'm done. I'm done my little sermon on that. All right, good deal. So I'm going to now move on to the next video. Thank you for your attention.